What is up, you guys? It is Jake State Farm here with Atomic Theory, back with another Atomic Chess video. And for today's video, I'm starting a brand new series called Road to 2500. So for this channel, for the most part, I've put out educational content. I've put out myself competing in some competitive tournaments, covering some of these major tournaments as well. Fun little challenges here and there. I've got plenty of series that I've loved that I'm going to continue to do. But for this series, I'm going to be racing against Rechester, who recently, I believe, just hit 2500 himself for the first time. But he also was the #1 rated Atomic Chess player on Lichess just about a month ago. And in our games against each other, we tend to be pretty equal. And so we both gotten pretty low in rating by our standards. And so we decided to make a challenge for the first one to reach 2500. The other one will owe them 10 TC or tournament coins, which is the main currency in my Discord server, which can be earned through Atomic Theory events and all that. The link for the Discord server is below, and you can read all about it there. But yeah, so we've started this challenge, and for this challenge, it's going to be definitely a bit sweatier than normal. The only rule for the challenge is that you can play any time control, but once you hit 2450, you're not allowed to play any hyper games. So if I drop down below 2450, I can play hyper games up to that again. But from 2450 to 2500, it's got to be at least 1-0 or more on the for time control. And that's just because with high performing, because I'm a better hyper player than he is, it could be really easy for me to just grind points really quickly playing hyper games over and over again. So we want it to be as fair of a competition as possible. And so we decided that's probably the best way to do it. And also for me being super busy right now, that's why I've been a little inconsistent with the uploads. I don't want you guys to think that I am forsaking this channel at all. I think about it every day and think about how to potentially grow the community and grow the channel and think about new ideas for videos every day. So I definitely will be posting more in the near future. I've already pre-recorded a bunch of videos for June because for the month of June I won't be posting on YouTube at all, which I'll make a video on that eventually. Well, I will be posting. Sorry, I won't be recording any new videos in June. I'll just be posting old ones, ones that I've already recorded. So yeah, I've got a lot going on right now just in my own personal life, and so it has made me slow down a little bit, but trust me, I've been thinking about the channel a lot, and after the next probably 2 or 3 months or so, you'll be seeing hopefully a more consistent upload schedule from me. Again, I'll make a video on this later, so more on that for a future video that'll probably be coming out towards the end of May. But yeah, for now, this is a challenge that I think I've wanted to do for a while. In my videos, I've felt like since I started the channel, I've been able to improve at Atomic Chess a decent bit, even if my rating doesn't reflect it. My opening knowledge is a lot stronger than it used to be. There's lines that I never even dared to touch that now I'm very comfortable in. And so I've learned just so many new openings from the white side. And in doing so, I think I'm a better overall Atomic Chess player. And I think I'll be better suited for serious tournaments like the Atomic Chess League or the AWC that'll be coming up later this year. So I'm happy with the improvements that I've seen in my own gameplay since starting this. I hope that I've been able to offer you guys all some value as well. But when I was talking to Rechester about this, who's been featuring in some of my videos lately, huge fan of Rechester, and yeah, I think it's time to kind of give myself a little personal goal here. My highest rating ever was 2550 that I hit back in, I think it was 2023. And since probably around that time, since probably around 2023, 2024, I don't think I've hit 2500. I really haven't gotten that close. I've gotten probably the highest I've gotten since then is like 2450. And with players like Maxwell Silverhammer recently and some others, I mean, Maxwell right now is like 2630. But there's been some other players, shout out Andy Woodward, who featured in one of my videos. He's been above 2500 for a while as well. So I know it's certainly possible, and I'm definitely not the best player in the world right now, but I do think I want to prove to myself and to you guys that I am one of the top players right now. So all that to say, that is really the motivation for this challenge. I'm pretty excited for it. I won't be playing. I mean, you'll see in my match today that I just got done with. I end up playing a bunch of different openings because I'm playing against a guy that I play against a bunch. But for the most part, I plan to really kind of narrow down the openings that I play to just things that I think I'm going to win with, right? Like no fooling around, no trying to play things. Like every game is going to matter. And I can't promise that every game I play will be recorded, but I want to try to record as many games as I can so you guys can see whether I'm climbing or falling or whatever. But that you guys will hopefully be able to follow me along on my journey here. But yeah, so all that to say, that is the new series. I'm guessing for like the next of my next few uploads, like probably some of them or most of them will be this series. Because this will probably be a short-term thing. I'm sure one of us will hit 2,500 within the next month or so. If not, then GG's because I'm not going to be playing very much in June. But yeah, anyway, I'm super excited for this. I hope you guys are as well. I ended up playing against Circa a bunch in this video. We played for like almost an hour. It was a lot of fun. The games in this video, I think, are very instructive. I tried to commentate them as well as I can, as instructively as I can. The one thing that I regret from this series against Circa was that he was able to flag me in a bunch of games. There was a bunch of games where I was like talking or just playing slowly in general, and he was able to flag me at the end in a game that I should have been able to win or draw or whatever. So, but other than that, I feel like the level of play was pretty high, and I hope that it's instructive as well. But yeah, I'll shut up about this for now so you guys can listen to my commentary. But thank you guys for watching so much, and I hope that you guys will enjoy the series, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. I'm gonna go for this though. Takes and then maybe d5 and putting some pressure on. The problem is after take c3 rook e8 he's got queen d7, but now after take c3 rook e8 does punch a little bit harder. In this case maybe bishop c5. Okay, looks like we'll get our knight in here. I guess this is the most annoying move here. Just try to rook off, and he's just much better there. It's an uphill battle. It's the imbalance is a knight and 2 pawns for a queen and 2 bishops. So yeah, even queen here. Okay, wow, that's like seems like such a bad move, but everything works at this point. Okay, I can go for some tricks here. I mean, this knight is threatening this. Like if he could mess up and take here. If he's not able to get an infiltrated queen, he can't go queen e5 because my knight defends it. Yeah, so it does go for this. There's still no bishop b2 because I can take, but that's pretty smart. That was pretty well played, actually. All right. So far, we've gone down a little bit here, which is not great. I'm trying to kind of try hard it, but the thing is I've played against this guy so many times, as you can see, so he knows my openings really well, and so it's hard to just find one opening to spam that really works against him. In this opening, I have no idea what to do. I know 93, I have some little scam here, but other than that, I'm not so sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, to be honest. I don't even know if e takes d5 was right. But at least we've got him thinking. I wonder if he's considering knight takes c3, because I don't have queen b3 immediately, but then I just think knight c4 probably. Okay, now this move seems like the way to go. Queen e7, I have bishop e6. Yeah, he's got to do something like that. I mean, really, it feels like it has to be bishop e6, but then this move makes sense as well. But it does allow my knight to hop in. Yeah, thinking we'll see queen e7. Okay. Let's keep hopping in with the knights, I guess. Yeah. It's actually not so simple. I want to get this pawn to a5 to open up queen b3. Okay. Oh, also threatening knight here and knight here. This is tricky. That's all good moves. I guess I have to do this to open up castling ideas. But knight c2 is coming in with a huge threat here. Also, that comes in with a big threat. Oh, he messed up. This is good for me. Yeah, he messed that up. Oh my gosh, I'm so slow. I almost flagged there. I think I should be good now, but I panicked once I realized he was going to be able to connect the kings. Alright, we got him there. Okay. But that's supposed to be the easy part. This is the hard part, getting wins as black. I had some nice scam line that was working against him the other day where I go for this really fast. Ah, okay. The idea was knight f5 and putting pressure here or something. I can't remember what it was now, but it was giving him a lot of trouble. It was some idea that I didn't know existed, but this is a position that I'm honestly pretty comfortable in overall. Now just h5. Oh, it doesn't play it. But even though black is, white gets this infiltrated knight here, black does get a decent amount of counterplay. I don't have to do anything. This is not a huge threat because I'm threatening knight g4. So really he's the one that kind of has to wait for me to do something here, I think. Maybe f5 is coming. Okay, this is actually a threat, so I need to go ahead and get my bishop out of here. Okay, wow, allowing this. And I can even take here. I mean, like, he's barely surviving this even. Let's start with this. I don't want to have to do this yet. Maybe he moves his bishop here, which would be nice. Just knight f8. Maybe he gets greedy. No, he doesn't. Dang. Felt like we had some chances there, but okay, what am I most comfortable in? I don't even know. Let's just go back to this, I guess. I felt like I had an okay position last time. Okay, goes for this line instead. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. This is why you should probably play stuff that you're pretty well booked up in. Maybe this is some idea. I know we can meet knight b4 with this. This seems like he's potentially equalized, especially after takes. Although, I just have so much more space than him. That is the thing. I guess he didn't like his position after takes, bishop h6, cutting this off. Okay, but now I get this. It's going to be way faster than this b pawn. Yeah, there's no way to stop both of these threats. Okay, so he's going for bishop d7. But then I come in like this, I think. And I don't think this pawn is too big of a threat. I could be wrong, though. I'm also threatening, yeah, knight e6, knight c6. Also bishop coming out. Yeah, so he was just expecting me to go knight takes e6, but it's also threatening c6. And I can cut off this file here, and I think we should be good. We've got a passed pawn, so there's no chances for him to pawnetize me here, as the cool kids say. All right, but we're still down 8 points on the day, so let's lock in here. Let's go back to what I normally play here, which is starting with h5 and then knight h6. I went for something that was just a little bit more confusing, I guess. And then, okay, what's really the idea here? What was I going for last time? It was something with knight f5, I thought. I'm putting pressure here, but maybe it's when he hadn't played d4. Now he's played d4, so that seems like that whole idea doesn't work. Okay, yes, this is what it was, right? But this just seems so good for him. There's no way this is... Maybe I started with knight f5. I don't know. And then I was baiting him to take here. I need to figure out what it was because it was giving him lots of problems the other day. Although I will say this deep pawn isn't so clear how to stop. You still can't take it. You've maybe got a castle here. I mean, we still lose the queen though, I think. Oh, this is a nice move. Also could have maybe just taken. Okay, yeah, I'm better here after these trades. I think I should be able to win this. I still have plenty of time. Yeah, whatever. I think I win this race. Alright, there we go. Finally broke serve there. Well, let's go back to 2 knights. I'm liking this, okay? Let's just go for castle spam. It's pretty easy. It's simple enough. Okay, going for a really conservative approach. I'm guessing I'll see maybe g6 as well. I want to get f4 in. Okay, wow. I know his knight is defending this, but that's really surprising. Seems like I should have something like this. He can't go knight g6 because I'll have takes. It seems like this is a mistake. I think he should have just played g6. Yeah, but I mean, takes, queen b6, bishop b3. Okay, yeah, but now my knight infiltrates and it's just over. Yeah, I think that was just a mistake. Don't think he really calculated that completely. Okay. See if I can go back to what I was playing before. So now I do this, and now I'm stopping d5, right? If he plays d5, then I get in this way. So it looks like he's been improved upon what he was playing before. Which is good. But some bishop f5 and e4 is not like a super comfortable move to make. There's also no bishop d3 because I'll have takes. Maybe queen c7, maybe rook c8. Some ideas here. It's not so simple. Queen a4 actually, but then yeah, just b5. Okay, wow, that's actually a pretty impressive move. I can take here though, opening up my rook. He wants to find some kind of activity without playing. I'm going to go ahead and play queen e7. I think it's just an improving move. I don't see a reason not to play this. If he castles, I have this big threat of bishop takes h3. And if he goes bishop g4, I think I can just play f5 now. Unless I'm mistaken. I also want to play this, but there's obviously takes. So I'm looking at me taking here. Let's go ahead and play f5. It opens up this, so he's probably going to have to play h4. Okay. Yeah, if he played h4 there, then I could take, and then my bishop was going to be really open, I think. Alright, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's keep going back to this. The honest truth is I'm not very confident in my abilities in 2 knights, but since I don't really play against him a whole lot, at least it's unexpected, if nothing else. At this point, I don't know what I'm doing here at all. This feels like the right way to play. So I'm going to go for it. I have bishop e3 against queen. Well, no, actually, I could just take anyway. Okay. How's he going to stop this deep pawn? Let's see. I do think it's possible. I mean, he could start with e5 and maybe even like a king f7 maybe. But I guess there'd be queen d5, so maybe e6. Takes, bishop d6. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's takes, bishop d6. Queen d5, bishop e6. So maybe the... Let's try something like this. Seems like a fun move to make. There's knight takes g4, which I saw, but I didn't. I wasn't sure if it worked or not. Okay. Let's go for this now. takes. Bishop d6 takes. That's actually a really good move. I pretty much have to take that. Yeah, this position is not great anymore. b5 even. Oh boy, he screwed up. Oh, dang. Well played, well played. Way to flag me. Yeah, I just had no time left and I wasn't. He had a good position though. He messed it up. And it was smart of him to go for the win there. Okay, let's switch it up a little bit. I mean, I did beat him last time as black, but I think I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go for a5 instead of what I was going for before, and maybe we'll see d5 here. But I mean, after takes, I can even just go knight b4, honestly, I think, after takes here. Okay. What exactly am I supposed to do here? No move is that appealing, really. Because I can just trade everything off. Hope for the best here. This is never how I'd play this, but my bishop defends this. My pawns are like kind of keeping this queen out, but not really, to be honest. The problem is he has queen b4 followed by take, so I have to do this. But now I get this in. I don't know if it matters too much. You can go knight f8, then maybe king e8. It doesn't matter too much. My rook is going to get trapped anyway over here. Okay, but e4, and I get the knight in. Well, there's something here at least, but not a whole lot. Oh, I thought he was going to. That's unfortunate. I could have taken his bishop. Dang, I think that's actually potentially some drawing chances. Okay, let's go knight c3. Let's switch it up. We got 2 losses in a row. Let's do something to switch it up here. Okay, let's see what he's got here. I don't know if I've played this against him before. It's kind of a new thing that I've been playing, so. Seems like he knows what he's doing, though. I think this is right. Takes that bishop h3. So he probably has to take this way. Doesn't really want to allow knight e7 or maybe even bishop b5, knight c7. So he's really going to take. And then I don't know what to do after that. Normally you see, interesting. Giving me a lot of options here. Actually, just like a kind of a calm move, knight f3. Again, there's no takes here. I've got bishop h3, which is completely winning. Okay, queen takes or bishop takes. Which one's better? I mean, bishop takes seems like it's winning here, right? I mean, you have to take here. There's no other choice. But then I think I'm up material. Okay, wow, that move I was not expecting at all. It's still going to be the same thing except for slightly better than, yeah, okay. Oh, even 95 was just mate. All right. I really don't want, I mean, like, there's other lines here, but this is really my best chance to win, I do believe. All right, let's just try something different. I'm going to start with a5. Do something crazy. Try to stop d5 in some way. Still plays it. At this point, I just want to get him out of book as best I can. That's my best chance to beat him. As long as he's in book, he's gonna beat me. His prep is really good. Okay, I'm seeing some scams here. G3 takes knight d4, takes rook, but then it's not enough. Okay. I could just take here. I don't really know what this pawn is doing for him. He can't take because I have rook e4. Okay, I guess he wants to take here, maybe? But he's not even up material here. Alright, this just seems okay for me. Surprisingly. Oh, I missed. I should have started with f5. No, I think I'm lost, probably. Let's... Oh my gosh. No. I need to not be getting so low on time. That's really bad. Okay, let's go back to this. Yeah, like I said, I just think this guy is kind of underrated. I mean, I'm not playing too poorly against him. He's a strong player. Okay, I've got to take this. I do like that he's out of book, though. Okay. I know this is wrong for some reason. Let's see if I can remember why. I think it's bishop e3, bishop b5. He's got to play b6 here. Okay. So did I have to start with bishop b5, maybe? Oh, I think I had to start with bishop b5, forcing out c6, and then bishop e3. Dang it. Because now he goes king f8. Okay, that's good to know, though, for next game, if he goes for this again. Okay, but I'm looking ahead here. If takes, rook d8, rook d7, takes, rook d1, and this knight is so slow getting out, I can always take it. So yeah, there's no takes here. Yeah, even if he had an extra move, it wouldn't matter because this knight is just going to be so slow getting out. Very clunky piece. Okay, wow. Very surprising. He could have at least played c6, but now he just lets me open up the d file. That didn't make any sense. I mean, there's plenty of ways to win this. This is the simplest. Oh wait, I could have also used this. Okay, that was a brain fart. I actually did. For some reason I thought I didn't have immediate mate. All right, here we go. Let's lock in here. Okay, let's just go for this. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go for the g6 line. This is a line that I've enjoyed playing lately. See how he defends against it. Okay, I already know how this game is going to end. I'm going to get a queen here. I'm going to push this f-pawn. This possession happens like so much in two knights. I don't have to play f4, f3, but I found it's the trickiest line for white to handle. Because normally they have a queen h5 in these lines, and then like after the queens get traded off, there's this rook coming down. So like it's all losing, but I've found that f4, f3 is like probably the trickiest line you can play. But it's just all losing. And then I have some queen sliding over ideas, but yeah. I don't like these positions from the black side. It looks like my network is dropping as well, which is not great. I don't know what's play. I guess I'm okay with takes. Oof. Yikes. Even bishop b6 here. Oh. Lose this to bishop d3, though. Oh, I really want to make something happen here. Okay. Yeah, it takes... Now I can go queen d4. But then I don't know what the follow-up is here. Because the rook is coming to h3. Let's go back. I don't know. I have no idea what I should be going for here. Holy moly. That can't be right. Oh my goodness, he lost this game. Wow. What a game. That's insane. I take back what I said. I did not know how that game was going to end. That is not what I predicted for the end of that game. Holy moly. Okay, this is fine. It's gonna transpose maybe. I have a bishop a3 stuff. Normally, these positions are good because my opponent. Yes, this is good. I guess I can start with bishop b5. Doesn't matter if castles. I have knight g5. Okay, I think I should be good here. Interesting. Okay, let's not go for that again. He clearly knew how to beat that. Okay, so last time I went for e5 and he just took. So this time I'm tempted to make a move that discourages him from taking. So I'll play queen a5. Although I feel a lot worse after a3, or even like bishop b5 followed by a3. Interesting, taking the bishop out that way. Oh wait, I just have queen a6 here as well. I just completely missed that for some reason on the last move, but it still works. That's kind of one of the ideas of queen a5, but since his bishop was on f1, I just wasn't thinking about it. Okay, nice. We're back to almost even from where we started. We're on a nice streak here. Partly because of this move, knight c3, that I've been playing. I'm really quite happy with this opening that I found, knight c3, d4. Okay, so if he goes for this again, I think I know how to play. I think you start bishop b5. I've studied this position, I'm pretty sure. And now b6. What? He's still finding this really weird way out of it. He's not playing it how I studied it, how I thought a human would play this. But he's playing it well. It's no disrespect to him. But okay. Now we're up a rook for a bishop. Maybe this is okay, wow. Very premature resign. I guess if we traded off there, he definitely could have made it more difficult on me. I like how tricky this line was that I played last time. So I could also be starting with d6 instead of h6, but I think he knows how to refute that a little bit better. Okay, nice. So we get him to deviate, which is exactly what we want. Let's play this aggressive move e5. Is queen b6 an idea whatsoever? I think he just takes, but that's also not the end of the world for me. I can also take here. There's also d5. Lots of good moves. Still just takes, right? Okay, he didn't play it, thankfully. I think he still maybe just could have taken there, which would have been annoying. Yeah, I gotta get his queen blocked off somewhere here. I want to get knight b4 in. Ooh, that's a really good move, I think. Knight d6, queen e7, I think. Hard for him to attack this. Knight c8, I'll gladly just take it. Here doesn't make any sense. I actually feel okay here. This bishop's really strong. Both of these pieces are strong. The question is how to break through. And it's not simple at all. You can go back to d6, actually. That's okay. He could take here, that's fine. Okay, I have to try something. I'm so low on time as well. No. Man, I guess I shouldn't have allowed. I don't know what I should have done differently there. I know I had what seemed to be a pretty good hold on the position there. He's going to keep going for this because I think he thinks, okay, wow, switching it up here. I think it's knight f3. Maybe we'll see queen f6. Followed by probably bishop f4. Interesting. Decides to just sack on h7 instead. Yeah, like there's some potential scams there, but yeah, not really. Okay. I'm gonna go back to d6 stuff. Oh wait, I think he just. Hey, he fell for the classic. He knows this trap, but I think he just pre-moved knight f7, expecting h6. Or like he's probably hovering the knight over the f7 square, expecting me to play h6. But yeah, this is the classic trap. I'm gonna do an opening video on this one really soon. It's such a beautiful line. Okay, let's not mess this up. I think you start with castles, forcing out something like that. Yeah, and then I can come here. Yeah, and then bishop b3 takes, or queen there takes as well. The double check either way. Nice. All right, look at this. We're back to even. This has been some good games, I do believe. Maybe the computer would say otherwise, but felt like we've both been playing at a relatively high level. Okay. Just making sure I'm not messing anything up here. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at this in a long time, and I've looked at it before. Okay, queen d7, I know the move is bishop h6 and castles. That's what it is. I'm gonna go for this. Seems to be good. Alright, let's see if we can mate him here. Nice. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, should we throw an e5 for a game? I know he knows how to play against this, but ooh, look at that. A little pre-move action. I'll take it. Not that this is good for me, but it's at least not what he's studied quite a bit. And oh my gosh, did he just blunder? Holy moly. This guy knows how to play against e5 so well because he plays a whole lot against Max, so I'm very shocked to get the win there. There's some weird line that I want to start playing here. I've seen it a couple times. I guess I shouldn't spoil it because I'll maybe make a video on it someday, but I'm very curious about because this is just such a forcing opening, so I've been trying to get more into it lately. Not that it's like the best opening, but it's so forcing. So if your opponent doesn't know you're playing it, there's like some fun lines that I think you can play um, that should be quite easy to memorize in theory because it is such a forcing line. We may see takes here, but I don't think it's the right move. Yeah, it's a tempting move to make, but I guess queen. Yeah, this is the most forcing line. Yeah, I just don't think this is right, though. Ooh. I didn't consider this move, but... Okay, wait, what? Okay. A very instructive moment here. Rook h7 allows king g8 here. There. It's eventually mate anyway, but rook g7 is the cleanest. It's only mate because there's a knight here. This way, push the g pawn, then I have this, push the h pawn. I'll just take this pawn here. Very instructive moment. You don't actually want to give a check. You just want to set up a check that's next to the king there. Okay, we're finally in the green here. For a while there, he was beating us, but we've won a whole bunch in a row here. Okay, e5 is what I normally play. I guess I'll go for this. Yeah, bishop b5. I think he knows what he's doing here. After take c3, knight d4, bishop g5, king f8. Interesting. Hey, this just allows this. What? Doesn't seem right at all. No, because like even queen f6 here though. Wait, what? He messed up. But he should know this. Oh, wait, but I'm allowing this. Why did I do that? Wait, actually, I think I was winning. Okay, I have to play this. I have to play g6, stopping h5, but still giving my king enough squares here. This is just a draw, though. So he's got to somehow get his bishop into it, and he does. Which is smart. I think I might be lost here. Give my king some more room. Okay, it's gonna be a clock battle, because I don't actually think I'm lost here. Ooh. Pinning the bishop there. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you serious, dude? I'm so slow. I should have won that game. He got greedy. That's frustrating. Wow. Okay, he does not normally play this. That means I think we got him flustered, or maybe he's just been realizing that I'm not very good in this line. Seeing all my games against Max. Oh, we're not going to get the chance to go for bishop h3 and queen f3, the Wolfram line, sadly. Okay, I always like playing d5 here. I'll probably go knight d4 takes and then maybe bishop g7, but if not, then this bishop is really strong. Okay, same kind of idea. Yeah, I'm threatening to come in with queen d4. Seems like the easiest way to handle it. Bishop e6, I'll still probably go. Oh, wait, I can't go queen d4 because if it takes, I'm stupid. That's fine. You can take here, then my knight will get activated. Actually, bishop c4 is probably his best move. That's also not the most fun move in the world. I don't think he has any weird, like, maybe some bishop sacrifice. Uh-oh, I feel like he's scheming here. Okay, I just need to open up this square for my queen, really. Alright, now we're good. Okay, let's get a proper e5 game in. Let's see what he's got. If I remember correctly, he likes to play d5, yep. Which is kind of an annoying move. It stops you from gaining a lot of space like I normally like to. I would normally en passant here, but to get him out of prep, I won't. It's just kind of annoying. Like, he's not up material, but I don't get d5 in, which is a normal move that I get to play. Which is quite fun. Okay, I'm just going to sack my queen here. And maybe g5 and then roll this down. I think I just have to sack this. If he wants to waste a move taking, yeah, he's not even going to waste a move taking. This knight is not too useful for me right now. b5 even, or a4, yeah, both are good. Just not seeing a way to break through here at all. Okay, is he going for takes? Oh, wow. Really? I guess the problem is... I think the problem is that I just can't take because his rook is guarding this pawn. I have to go for it. I can sack and then move the other rook in. Maybe he'll mouse slip. Alright, let's go back to two knights. Again, we're trying to climb the rating ladder here, so we're not so worried about, and holy moly, what is this? we're not so worried about playing interesting things like I normally am. Like I'm normally very much wanting to learn and try new stuff, but right now that is not the case. We're just strictly okay, wow, 94 is actually really bad there. It is strictly what can I play to win? I'm not trying to play right. I mean, for the most part, unless you're trying to climb, I would say yeah, play new things, try different openings out, and see what works best for you. But for me right now, I'm in a race to reach 2,500, so I do not care about playing fun stuff right now. I care about winning atomic chess games, so that is what I'll be going for. Okay, let's go back for this. He hasn't seen it in a while. It's been probably like at least 30 minutes since we've had this, and I actually really liked the position I got. I started with knight a5. To open up bishop a3. That's so smart. I can't go here because after takes, rook defends, but I can go here, and he can't take here because of queen a5. Bishop a3, I'll have knight b4. Aha, and we get him with a scam. All right. We have been playing for 46 minutes now, so I've probably got a couple more in me. I'm having a lot of fun. Like 1-0 has really become probably my favorite time control to play. I think it's very exciting. It's fast and to where like black has a decent chance to win, but it's also slow enough to where you kind of have to think quite a bit. So I've really been enjoying 1-0 quite a bit lately. Okay. F3 seems like the right move. Have some bishop h3 after takes. Okay, now I'll just play bishop h3, stopping any of those ideas for him. Although, like queen f4 even. Okay, now we get an infiltrated knight at least. Queen f4 doesn't sting as much because we have some compensation here. So maybe even takes. Yeah, his queen is being asked quite a bit of questions right now. And we've got this nice knight. He does have this a pawn though. Yeah, and he's going to start rolling it, but this bishop will block quite nicely, I do believe. Could also take, because I want to get knight h3 in. I think h4, h5 actually. Let's just make it a race. And I've got to keep these pieces solid here. I mean, I actually don't have to keep this pawn here because my bishop will come to b2 and defend all three of these rows here. Okay, interesting. Allowing me to do this, which I would think is quite good for me. Right? Unless I'm hallucinating. Okay, I think you just missed this then. Yeah, if he had played f6 there, I think it was, maybe he would have been okay. All right, I think I found. Seems like every time we play this, like I haven't studied this at all since the last time we played, but every time this is such a fun position for black, I think. And every time we play this, I think what he probably studied was that this was giving him a lot of trouble last time, so he's playing 96. But I honestly think I found a line that works okay against it here. And yeah, I'm threatening queen a5, but I'm also threatening knight b4. So yeah, you stop queen a5, but then knight b4 comes. He's not playing this right. He's messing up somewhere. Now you got to do something crazy like, yeah, queen a4. And I could be tempted to go for material here, but I don't think it's the right move. Don't think it's the right approach. Let's just make his king uncomfortable. And then bishop d7 hitting this pawn. There's no queen a3 because my knight's still on the board. If I'd gone knight d3, he could take, and I think he's pretty comfortable. Same thing. Knight takes a2, not really a big consideration. Yeah, this is much better. I mean, now I'm hitting this, threatening this. There's just so many possibilities in this position. Such a fun position to play for black. And it's not like an easy refutation. Like, if he finds a refutation for that specific line that I'm playing, then I'll move on to something else, right? I'll find some other way to make the position tricky. And if you've watched, okay, what? If you've watched my ACL match against Rabiar, which shout out the GOAT, he's been making thumbnails for me left and right. That dude is a beast. Um, but if you watched my match against Rabiar, like when I did get some time to actually prepare that line, there's quite a bit of nice scams in it, to be honest. So overall, I just think it's such a fun position to play. And it's really the only viable one. I mean, there's some other, like, you don't have to go for this setup here, but most of the other ones, this guy is good enough to know them. There's some, like, drawing chances for black, but really, I don't want to go for a line that has, like, potential drawing chances if they mess up or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to go for that. Let's see if he continues to take. He does, which honestly, I think he might just be upset. Like, this seems really good for me. Okay, I see. So queen e7 is hitting this, but bishop a3 now, because after knight b4, it might be queen a4. Okay, starting with that. That's weird. Because my knight blocks, and I could also go bishop d7, bishop a3 takes. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky for sure. Yeah, let's go for this. Bishop a3 is probably winning. He doesn't play it. Now I get this rook a8 defensive idea. Takes, I'm just going to take. And then bishop a3, I'll hop in here. Although then there's bishop d3. So I probably had to go... Yeah. There's a lot of ways to win this. That way is weird. Okay, surely there's something here, right? Holy crap. No. Oh, gosh. That's so frustrating. Also, it's because I was like talking at the beginning of the video too. I wouldn't have been so low on time, or the beginning of the game, sorry. I wouldn't have been so low on time, but I was talking. Ah, it's so frustrating. He's good in those time scrambles. He's been doing well, I can't lie. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let him know. It's very late right now. I normally try to give them a heads up just so it doesn't look like I'm running away. But yeah, guys, if you I plan to do a whole bunch more of this, so if you would like to see more, yeah, please let me know what you think of this series. It's gonna be a bit more sweaty, a bit more serious than how I normally play. He missed a nice idea there, like d2 maybe here, and he was threatening queen d4. d2 still is quite strong. Okay. But let me know what you think of this type of series. It's not going to be for everyone. Not everyone's going to love this style. And that's okay. But if it is your style, please let me know. This has been a really fun video to make. And I would certainly like to make more of them in the future. So, hold on one second. I got to lock in here. Oh my gosh, I missed queen b3. Oh! Holy crap, dude. I was not about to get flagged again there. So many times I've gotten flagged in like drawn or won positions, which is credit to him. Like sometimes he'll go into a losing position to try to flag me, but okay, I've been going knight a5. Maybe I'll switch it up here and go like bishop f5. I think this move is good too. Yeah, kind of forcing out e4. And then let's go knight a5. I don't like the idea of takes. I could have also gone rook c8 there. Lots of good options. I'll start with queen e7. Putting pressure here. Maybe I'll see c5, and then I can open with knight c4, and I'm threatening to take and open up my rook. Again, no takes. I'll have queen b4. Bishop a3 is kind of a sneaky good move, though. But he doesn't find it. This seems pretty good. Is queen b5 an option? Doesn't go for it. Now I can pin his queen. Yeah, this seems really good. Threatening this, so he's got to go with this rook. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.